Hey, good to see you. This is another follow-along workout. This is a total body workout with a little extra sauce for the shoulders and the legs. Starting with my favorite warm-up, the Deadmill. The treadmill is off and I press my butt onto the handle. Walking backwards using predominantly the hips. Now, depending if I feel any tightness, I'll explore different ranges such as internal and external rotation. Next are trap 3 raises. I place the bench at about 60 degrees, resting my chest onto the bench. I lift by rotating the shoulders in a Y shape. This is a great move for those with stiff shoulders. It is also great for your posture, developing mobility of your thoracic spine. Avoid momentum. If you need it, then use a lower weight. Incline power raises. This is my take on the power raise. This variation focuses more on the front delts than the standard. Do not resort to passively balancing the weight at the top. You should be fully engaged throughout the lift. And from the rear, you can see the activation of the shoulders. This really makes my arm feel rejuvenated after. Remember that the key is range of motion, not pounds. No one cares what you're lifting, and you should neither. If you want that sweat and grime gone in an instant, using soap made with all natural ingredients that cleanse and renew your skin, try one of these great soaps at grownliving.com. Decline bench press. Because of the instability of the bench, I kept this at a low RPE of 7. No need to compromise your safety on a wobbly bench with a high load. It's a sure setup for injury or at least poor performance. Then I transition to my favorite core exercise, the overhead decline sit-up. This is a great compound movement, and you can start with just a PVC pipe. Normally I use weights, but in this routine I'm pushing for a higher rep range. I want you to focus on rotating the pubic bone along with the torso, keeping a solid core, and using the hip flexors to pull you towards your knees. Next are step-ups. It just doesn't feel like a leg day without step-ups. I always start with a weightless warm-up. Here I'm using a 24-inch box. I think the mastery of the step-up is integral to athletic movement and just daily life. Now I do step-ups with added weight, as if my 210 pounds weren't enough. For me, this is somewhat easier when I'm using weight. It helps to counterbalance the caboose that I'm carrying around. I place the weight at chest height and I cue my traps to lead the movement. Think of a triangle on your back, rising first. Always be mindful, because as fatigue sets in, the harder it is for me not to assist with the lower leg push-off. but reserve this tactic for grinding out the last 1 to 2 reps. Think of the lower leg as a spotter and not as the basis of proper technique. One thing I notice is not focused on enough in technique is opening the hips fully at the top. It makes a world of difference to your development and helps build groin health. Calf raises. I internally rotate my feet in the same angle that I would walk or run. This position is called cycling of the feet and provides greater focus on the peroneal muscles. Always make sure to lower the heel past the level of your toes. This is the full range of motion and will reduce or eradicate plantar fasciitis when it's done in this manner. Knee extensions. I prefer to use this machine with an upright seated position. I find it incorporates my hip flexors into the movement, and this has helped me a lot on my L sit. Also notice that it is the eccentric in which I slow down. I concentrically explode, and then I slow the eccentric portion. I find this helps me practice my resilience of the knee flexion. Side lunges. With the kettlebell at chest height, I do a low transition to explore and improve how my groin moves and adapts with load. This is a great loaded stretch and was a great choice for my last exercise. Hey guys, I enjoy your company. Please leave in comments below how this routine has worked for you.